Hey there, wizards, and welcome to a basic guide to Warlords, a brand new game on the Hypixel server. So the very first thing you want to do is to navigate to the Warlords lobby, and it's just a stone axe inside the compass. You'll instantly start to download your little texture pack, and oh my god, you'll begin to look fabulous. I think at the very start you don't actually wear any armor, and so the very first thing that you're going to want to do is to walk straight forward and select one of the three classes on Warlords. So the very first class we're going to look at is the Mage, but please note that each of these figures or statues or whatever will actually appear as yourself, so you can actually begin to imagine what you look like as a Mage, a Warrior, or a Paladin. So let's have a little look at the Mage quickly. And so you'll notice that you have to select your specialization. You have three different ones as a Mage: the Pyromancer, which is mainly purely damage; the Cryomancer, which is kind of defense oriented. It still does damage, but focus on slowing people down and stuff like that. And then the Aquamancer. So this is all to do with healing. You can't do too much damage with it, but yeah, mainly to do with healing, which is quite cool. So let's do the Pyromancer first, and it should be slightly enchanted. You get to see those little particle effects on it as if it was enchanted. And you'll want to switch to item slot 4, which is be your weapon. If you've just started, I think it'll only be an iron sword. But if you go ahead and right click it to sort of open it up, it'll tell you in the left hand side your current specialization, which is Pyromancer for the Mage. And then it'll tell you the abilities that you can have, as well as your weapons inventory, but we won't go into that just yet. So your very first ability is the Fireball, which is just your right click ability, as I call it. And so instead of trying to block with your weapon, you'll actually try and cast this little bit of a fireball, which is pretty darn cool. So your first ability is Flame Burst, and which is sort of your signature specialization move. So if you're a Cryomancer, this wouldn't be Flame Burst. Instead, it would be Frost Breath, and instead of using Fireball, it would be Frostbolt, which is quite cool. But you would share Time Warp, Arcane Shield, but then the last slot is actually your special ability. This one for Pyromancer is Inferno, and it will give you a short buff for 12 seconds, just so you can do a bit more damage. But with the Ice, or the Cryomancer, in fact, you'll actually gain sort of a shield, so you're a little bit more tanky. And each of these classes, so if I actually choose Cryomancer, as that's something I've unlocked, and if we open it up quickly, you'll see that specializations changed to Cryomancer, and we got Frostbolt instead of the Fireball, and Freezing Breath instead of the Flame Burst, as well as the ultimate abilities change, which is Ice Barrier. But you do share these two other abilities: Arcane Shield, which is a little bit of a shield, and Time Warp, which makes you teleport back to where you were a few seconds ago, which is quite cool. So let's quickly look at the Warrior. I haven't got the Defender specialization, so we'll look at Berserker, and I'll just show you that the abilities have changed once again to Wounding Strike, Seismic Wave, Ground Slam, Bloodlust, and Berserk. But I really want you guys to sort of look at it for yourselves, so I won't go into too much detail about that. So once you've selected your class, if you go ahead to the shop, you get to actually upgrade it. So you get to level up, as it says. So as it says, it's Mage, and I am level 10 Mage, because I have actually unlocked 10 of these sort of skill upgrades, as you would in Mega Walls or other things like that. As you upgrade your skills for your certain class, I'm using Mage as an example as it is my favorite. I am a wizard, so Mage is sort of my natural class to pick. Yeah, so as you upgrade it, it'll actually upgrade it for every specialization of that class. So as I upgrade the main right click ability, which is where you would block with your weapon, it actually will increase it for the Pyromancer and the Aquamancer, even though I haven't actually unlocked the Aquamancer just yet. So now I'm actually a level 11 Mage, as I just upgraded the next bit of the first skill upgrade. Right, so now that you've picked your class and you know how to upgrade it, let's jump into the weapons, because weapons are probably one of the most important things about this. They are incredible 3D textures, and it's just awesome. So if we go over here to the Weaponsmith, after every game, and actually after completing some of these quests, you'll gain broken weapons, and you'll be thinking, what? I want real weapons, don't give me broken ones. So you go over to this guy, the nice villager. He's called the Weaponsmith. If you right click him and go up to the anvil, you can actually repair the weapons that you earn from winning games or completing quests. So I actually have 22 broken weapons, and there's a chance that it'll either be common, which is fairly average, rare, it can be good. Epic, which is actually the weapon I've got now, due to the purple writing, you can tell it's epic. Or it can actually be legendary. I haven't got a legendary just yet, so hopefully we can get a legendary from one of these. I'm going to open 5 right now, and then at the end of it, I'll open the rest. So let's go ahead and open it. Oh, I've turned my chat off, so I can't actually see. Oh, no. Alright, so there we go. We had a refined walking stick of the Defender. So you can see there the damage is 73 to 100, which means that it'll always deal at least 73 damage, and on certain occasions it'll deal up to 100. So anywhere between 73 and 100 is the damage you'll actually deal. 7% crit chance, which is fairly self-explanatory, and the crit multiplier, which means that upon critting, you'll deal 164% normal damage, which is pretty darn cool. So if we were the warrior and the defender specialization, we'd actually have a 2% increased damage to seismic wave. And at the bottom it says that we have plus 121 health while equipped. So that's pretty darn good. Pretty darn good. So let's go ahead and repair 4 more, and hopefully we get a bit lucky. Flimsy Hammer of the Defender doesn't sound too impressive. So it's a green. I've already got an epic, so mine's going to be better. A blue, that's pretty good. 2 more. Another green. And another green. Okay, so let's have a little look at the blue. Invalid item. Okay, so if that happens, if you just go to the shop and then go to weapons inventory, which is a fairly nice axe next to the diamond helmet, this will be your weapons inventory, and you get to see what you've actually got. So when you first start, the iron sword is fairly rubbish, and you'll probably quickly replace it with one of these greens or even a blue. I got really lucky and actually got an epic on one of my first few goes. I haven't got anything else since yet, so we'll keep optimistic for the end of the video where we'll open up the rest. So this blue one is pretty actually good. I'm gonna equip it just to show you guys, and oh my god, it looks awesome. But my other one is actually better. So if we go back to the villager, you can actually salvage those weapons to regain some of the gold that you got while you try to repair it. It's really cheap to repair it, so don't worry too much about that. So I want to get rid of the refined hammer, as I'm sure, and it says at the bottom we got 7 coins for doing that, which is quite good. Let's destroy the rest of it. I don't think you can destroy the one that you've got equipped. No, you can't. So I must select the other one, but we'll do that in a bit. So the weaponsmith actually has a few other options to look at. One of them is the weapon stats reroll. So you see the stats I've got here. 88 to 119, crit chance, yada yada yada. It is actually a paladin weapon, but you can use weapons for any class, so don't worry too much about not having a mage weapon or a warrior weapon or anything like that. But you can see the stats are there. I'm actually going to go ahead and re-roll my weapon. This could be fairly bad. I think you can only do it once, but let's go ahead and do that for this weapon. Oh no, it costs 5,000, so I'm not going to do that because it might actually be worse. I think it's fairly good for an epic. I haven't seen much better than that other than legendaries. But yeah, if you have the spare coins and you think, yeah, my weapon's pretty bad, I'm actually going to reroll the stats, there's a chance that you could get a better weapon, but there's also a chance you could get a worse weapon at the end of it. So I think that's it for it. There are skins that you can use for Hypixel credits. So you can make your epic weapon look like one of these low level type ones, or you can make your low level one look pretty darn fabulous. I've actually bought this one because I thought, hey, it looks pretty cool. So I actually bought it, and yes, it does look pretty damn cool. I think you'll agree, guys. I think you'll agree. It looks pretty cool. Right then, guys, I have jumped back into my Mage outfit, and yeah, I'm still looking pretty good, but I think I've covered all of the basics that you guys need to know before you head into a game and sort of jump straight into it. As soon as you join one of these games, you'll be greeted by sort of a wall of text, and you get to sort of cycle through it and then learn all about the game modes itself. So I won't cover that in this video, but stay tuned for another game soon. But for now, I think I'm just going to go ahead and open up all of these broken weapons, because I'm sure we're going to get a legendary. I can feel it. Can you guys feel it? I can feel it. Let's go. Blue, green, green, green. Oh god. Curses. I only got loads of blues and a fair few greens. Oh no. Oh wait, off the pyromancer. That's quite good. I think my weapon is better though. Yeah, my weapon's pretty darn good, so I didn't get anything good from there. We opened up 22 weapons, I didn't get a single epic, but these daily quests are really, really good. I really recommend you going for them, because each of them gives you 3 broken weapons, and you can do all 3 per day, and it's pretty good. Definitely worth a try. So guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I really hope you found it useful. And if you did, then please do leave a huge thumbs up, and I will see you all next time, guys. Take care, guys.